I was having a conversation with somebody last week, and they were describing to me a motorcycle handlebar. Why we're talking about motorcycles, I guess, isn't the issue. But there's a type of motorcycle, where people are sitting there like, kind of revving it up there. It really looks uncomfortable. But that's called ape bars or something to that effect. Or a lot of times they just call them apes. And when I was asking about it, the lady seemed a little hesitant on telling me the name. And then she was like, she didn't want to offend me because they were called apes. She figured that since I had black ethnicity, I would take offense to the fact that handlebars were called apes. Everybody cares so much about what the other guy is thinking, and everybody wants to take offense on behalf of other people. And the most offensive thing I can think is somebody trying to tell me what I should be taking offense to. A couple weeks ago, you might remember Don Imus. He has his little radio show, whatnot. They also televise it, and he called a team, a black team, nappy-headed hoes, and everybody was in outrage over it. And not to say that what he did was wrong. I think personally the whole thing was just carried overboard, and the guy got fired over just a simple mistake. It was an error. He was an ass to begin with, and everybody knew he was an ass, so when he does an asshole thing, all of a sudden he gets fired for it. That doesn't make sense to me. But anyways, everybody is saying how the whole black race should take offense to this. I mean, you had Jesse Jackson and Reverend Al Sharpton and Condoleezza Rice. They're all up there telling every black person of how much they should be offended. That offends me. And the fact that I have to be told what to be offended by. I mean, isn't it enough that I have to worry about my own career, paying the bills, taking care of my proper investments, raising my family? Now I have to give a shit about people that I'll never meet in my life? I mean, not to say that I don't care, but people can fight their own battles. I don't need to pick up a sword and fight every battle simply because I fit a similar attribute to somebody else. Does that make sense to you? I'm not saying that I'm passive and that people should be taken advantage of or people should be insulted. But let the person that's getting offended defend themselves to begin with. We don't need to sit there and get all bothered up over some crap that really has no effect on our lives whatsoever. Now, yeah, so those girls are nappy-headed hoes, according to Don Imus. But how did your life change as a result of that? How did you get hurt as a result of that? If you're going to take up arms against something, take up arms against somebody to help them who can't help themselves. That's a noble cause right there. Instead of jumping on the bandwagon on the CNN headlines to see who you're going to hate this week, I think the world would be a lot better off if people focused more on themselves and made their own family unit the right way, corrected that. Therefore, then as a whole, the entire society would be a little bit better off if everybody just minded their own goddamn business.